Hello, friends. After a long time, I'm coming back, and it's been a long time. Yes, it's been a long time. Busy schedules, hectic schedules, webinars, seminars, मंथन series, है ना? Time तो लगता है, boss. But yes, today is a very interesting remedy I'm going to take, and that remedy is the most common. But today I will be taking a very different dimension of this remedy, a very different angle, a very different way to understand the remedy. Of course, with the mind, body, and the soul axis. The remedy is NATRUM MUR. Okay, you must be thinking that I will be again talking about the same secretiveness, that whipping controlled and all. But of course, but before that, I would like to tell you how to understand the remedy in its whole extent, means the mind, body, and the physical symptoms, the mental symptoms, the vital force axis, the language of vital force. Very interesting, very interesting. Natrium mure, the common salt, the common salt. Understand this. Common salt. The doctrine, namak, है ना? नमक. What is the sentence? मैंने आपका नमक खाया है. Understand this. We have rubric: honest, loyal, loyal, loyal in relationships. Today we'll understand NATRUM MUR in a very different way. Okay. First, let us see the physical symptoms. As everyone knows, the physical symptoms, the sunrise to sunset, aggravation, thin, very hot, you know, eats well but still loses flesh, if I'm not wrong. And thousands of headache, thousands of hammers hammering together, such type of headaches. We'll come to know what is this thousands of hammers coming in and hitting this head. But before that, salt. Let us understand, and NATRUM MUR, let us understand homeopathy in a very different dimension. Salt, है ना? Now understand the dignity of NATRUM MUR. No, not with the help of a case, with understanding with the salt. Now imagine you are making a recipe. You take any recipe, pav bhaji, तुला काय आवडतं? Biryani, burger, vulgar, all those things, pizzas, है ना? Now you are preparing a recipe full of interest, full of zeal, and you just prepare this recipe of anything, pizza. Take an example of pizza, and you forget to put salt in it. It is tasteless. You take any chats, golgappe khao, pani puri khao, rasmalai, sweet dishes nahi bola. I'm talking about normal recipes. पाव भाजी बनाओ और खाओ. Tastelessness. So without salt, the entire recipe becomes useless, tasteless. What that salt feel that मेरे बिना कुछ नहीं. Without salt, nothing can be done. See the self-importance. See the dignity of this salt. Without just one gram of salt, and everything changes. The tastelessness is converted into tastefulness. So obviously, if at all this salt carries such self-importance within himself or herself, this NATRUM MUR's personality, of course, will have carry that innate self-importance, isn't it? My dear friends, isn't it? So this comes from his innate nature, self-importance. Every cell of this NATRUM MUR individual has that innate self-importance, dignity. Why NATRUM MUR? I'll once one more. And why NATRUM MUR is in the rubric exclusive to? If you'll go back and understand the repertory, put the rubric exclusive to. You'll find NATRUM MUR in that rubric exclusive to. What is that? Now imagine that same recipe without salt. Can you replace salt with any other element? You cannot replace salt. Its presence is exclusive. Its presence is must. Without salt, anything becomes tasteless. This is the feeling of this NATRUM MUR, that without me, everything will be tasteless. That is the feeling which NATRUM MUR carries throughout. That dignity. Or he didn't even ask me. NATRUM MUR. Why should I go back? Why should I change my surname? After getting married, a girl doesn't change her surname. Why? Why should I change my surname? I'm this, I'm like this, I'm this, I'm married. That doesn't mean that I lose my own identity. Salt, NATRUM MUR. What's your name? My name is Mrs. So and so. And what is your husband's name? Mrs. So you don't change your name? No, no. Why should I change my name, sir? Just getting married means I'm changing my identity. Sorry, boss. I'm not like that. Understand this dignity. Understand this self-importance. Understand this exclusiveness in her own thought process. NATRUM MUR. Why dignity? Why such dignity? I told you, I explained. And now we have a rubric, fear of being pitied. Do you know this rubric? Fear of being pitied. Why does NATRUM MUR doesn't bend in front of others? Why doesn't NATRUM MUR share his own problems to the family? Why doesn't NATRUM MUR doesn't expresses his grief to everyone? Because NATRUM MUR feels that she will be pitied. Hence, NATRUM MUR doesn't want sympathy. You know how to again connect with the doctrine of salt. Very interesting. My dear, see, this is how, if at all you understand homeopathy in this such a way, wonderful way, homeopathy will become more simpler. You will find NATRUM MUR just in front of your eye and just, अरे ये तो NATRUM MUR हो गया. Such immense thought process must be, in every homeopath's faculty. Every homeopath should carry this thought process of understanding the man, the remedy, the vital force, the language of vital force. Of course, what does he like, he doesn't like, dislikes, aversions, cravings, concomitants, everything. Very important. But the mind, body and the soul axis, that axis should not get deviated anywhere. Also, let us understand this with respect to the doctrine of salt. NATRUM MUR doesn't go out of the way and no, it's not like that. NATRUM MUR kabhi kisi ko, NATRUM MUR will never flatter anyone. NATRUM MUR will never buttering, flattering, pleasing. It's not NATRUM MUR. It's not salt. There is no overwhelming response from NATRUM MUR. Have you ever seen NATRUM MUR बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं मुझे चाहिए, मुझे सोने की चूड़ी चाहिए, I want a golden bangle, I want a diamond necklace, please. Can NATRUM MUR do that? No. Dignified, self-importance. Understand that self-importance. Without me, nothing is possible. Without me, the relationship is useless. Without me, the family has no taste. Without me, the office has not going to work. This self-importance with dignity. Of course, NATRUM MUR, like Hemamelis, will creep, lamenting of that she is not been appreciated. मेरा कोई देखता नहीं, मैं ऐसी हूँ, मैं वैसी हूँ, I am an educated servant, in my house. Hemamelis will creep about it. NATRUM will just look into the eyes and say, okay, contained. self-control increase of NATRUM MUR. Why? Why is very important. Why does NATRUM MUR is so dignified? Why does she feels the fear of being pitied is very important. The ultimate crux of NATRUM MUR in any given case, is that fear of being pitied. But why and how? How to correlate this fear of being pitied with the doctrine of signature? Very interesting. Hence, why there is no overwhelming emotions, no, why there is no running after anyone. NATRUM will never run after anyone. Why? NATRUM will not ever do something which is over. NATRUM will not put it in an excessive manner. NATRUM will not put it in an extra manner. NATRUM will not put her efforts in a very extra effort, extra excessive efforts. Please, 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 please. No. This now how to connect. Very interesting. Just now I give you an example of a pizza without salt. How is it? Tasteless. But what if this same salt is excessive? What if this same salt is extra? 1 spoon extra. Overwhelming of responses, overwhelming of emotions, extra emotions, excessive emotions, buttering, flattering. गले पड़ता है यार, हमेशा रोते रहता है यार. This feeling we should connect with what, now this piece of pizza now is full of salt and you mm, mm. This fear of being rejected, NATRUM MUR again. So there are two sides of a single coin. One is that I am the most important, the self, the dignity, the self-esteem. Without me, I'm cannot be replaced. Exclusive, because without salt you cannot be tasteful. But if that same salt is in an excessive, ज़्यादा हो गया, if 1 spoon is ज़्यादा हो गया तो क्या होगा? What if it becomes more salty? क्या होगा? This is rejection. नहीं ज़्यादा मतलब फेंक दे. When it is without salt, either at least we can have something. But if it is more salty, you will just throw away the entire food. Entire recipe is been wasted. Now understand this rejection. And after this rejection comes pity. Kya hua shit. This is the thing which salt doesn't like, the NATRUM MUR individual doesn't like at all. This is not done. Hence, keeping up everything within. Hence, not expressing. Hence, not over expressing. Hence, not over loquacious. Hence, not over complaining. Hence, not always keeping everything within. Keeping a facade, like smiling, sweet smile, like, yeah. Showing everyone that everything is good, everything is fine, nothing is done. Hence, it is in the rubric affectation, showing everything is fine. Content, all is well. It's okay, man, it's okay. I could recollect an incident wherein I had a case of renal failure patient. I was treating a patient of renal failure, was around 81 years old, and somehow he passed away. The wife was NATRUM MUR. Now understand, she called me and said, doctor, he's no more, now. Okay. Just I would like to let you know. Hence I've told you. It's okay. Yeah, then when I came to just for the last funeral, and I just saw that NATRUM MUR woman sitting on the chair. Please don't what you say, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Condolences. I don't want any condolences, please. Whenever you give condolences, you give sympathy. I don't want sympathy. It's okay. You have tea? Hey, उसको चाय देना. बैठो बैठो. I don't want any sympathy from you. I don't want. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I could see the grief in her eyes. But at the same time, I could see that dignity, that exclusiveness, that, self-esteem, that I'm not here to cry in front of anyone. Natamur will never do that. Because she feels, if I do this, it will become extra salty. And once it becomes extra salty, what happens? Rejection. ज्यादा नमक खाएगा तो देखो क्या होता है हाल. Just we just push it away, and that is what NATRUM MUR dislikes. The last, this is what this NATRUM MUR feels. This salt feels wretched while she looks into the mirror. Wretched. What is wretched? Inciting pity. क्या थी तू यार, अभी तेरा क्या हाल हो गया. This is what NATRUM MUR doesn't like at all. Hence secretive. Now this is how we understand the mind, body and the soul axis. Headaches. Thousands of hammers hammering on the head. What is this thousands of hammers? Very, very secretive. All thoughts putting up inside. Dwelling inside. Merging inside. And there comes a time that now she feels enough is enough. My God. NATRUM MUR is the worst thing that she couldn't forget anything. 3 years old, when I was 3 years old, I tell you, doctor, when I was 3 years old, my mother said, you need to do your homework on your own. You don't have to take anyone's help. That was enough for me. Since 3 years of my age, I'm 32 years of age, I have not even considered of taking anyone's help. Then why should I put the name of my husband, surname? Why? Understand the thought process, understand the memory, understand the thousands of thoughts which have hurt NATRUM MUR at the core. And she has the habit of piling up inside, just putting up inside one after the other. And every thought, negative thought, she just cannot forget. Every negative thought she couldn't forget. And these are the thousands of hammers which comes up together when she becomes sad. That is the headache of NATRUM MUR. NATRUM MUR also feels, यार मेरे भी तो दिमाग में से इतने thoughts है. I just want to get rid of these thoughts. Now there is a saturated point. Now I don't want to put anything in my mind. Light desires. Bas, that is all. And doctor ना मला असं हलकं वाटलं पाहिजे. I want my mind free from all thoughts. They are just harassing me like anything. NATRUM MUR. Put it out. Forgive and forget. Which she cannot do at all. Why? Dignity. Why? Because I may be presenting myself more salty. If I'll present myself more salty, I would be disliked. I would be rejected. NATRUM MUR. Now you compare it to take any rubric. Any rubric will come. You'll see to it that yes, this is the connection between the mind, body and the soul axis. NATRUM MUR. So this mind, body and the soul axis with the psychodynamics. What is this headache about? What is the thing which is hurting? How is the body language with respect to the mind sim? How the mind is the governing system of this whole machine, and how this body becomes a slave of this mind. Very interesting. And only homeopathy has that efficacy which can just deviate the negative energy into the positive one. The channeling of the negative energy of the vital force towards the positivity, and the person gets astonishing results. This is homeopathy. Again, I am telling you, the mind, body, and the soul axis with respect to, sometimes there is the doctrine, sometimes everything should be considered. And but the mind, the body, and the vital force. Really interesting. So otherwise, we have so many cases, many things. In NATRUM is a wonderful remedy for skin complaints, so migraines, everything. So skin means what? Skin is touch, skin is contact, skin is your loved ones, your closed ones. This is where NATRUM MUR works the best. So this is just a glimpse. This is what I was teaching my students, and I just came out, and I thought of making a video about it. So this is not all about NATRUM MUR. This is just the beginning of NATRUM MUR. We have a rubric weeping controlled. Why is this controlled? If I'll collapse, if I'll just break down, I will become over salty. If I'll become over salty, what will happen? Rejection. So I will put a facade in between. I'll be making a makeup that everything is fine. Okay. NATRUM MUR. So this is how we understand homeopathy. Every remedy. And after NATRUM MUR, I'll be coming up with sepia. Again, a wonderful remedy. अभी कभी आएगा, I don't know. मेरा मूड आता है तो मैं बोल देता हूँ. So saying so, this is just a beginning of NATRUM MUR and the mind, body, and the soul axis. Really interesting with psychodynamics. So अगर ये आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगा, if you really like this video, please don't forget to share to your family, to your homeopathy friends, to your homeopaths, or to one who loves homeopathy, or the one who are very close to homeopathy. Please don't forget to share this video. I want every homeopath to understand this wonderful science in the mind, body, and the soul axis, which will really take homeopathy to an absolutely next level. So saying so, like, share, and subscribe. Love you all, and